Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream today. Just getting started out a little early. I know about 5 to 6 minutes early. I'm sorry, actually, I'm coming on a little late. Yesterday, and I had posted for a 4 o'clock live stream, um, and a few things came up. Actually, a lot of it was I, I was cooking, and I had to wait to finish product, actually have my dinner before this. So I decided to come on at 6:30 as I did yesterday. And that's why I reposted the stream now. All of those of you that do join in, do remember that my name is Jules. Whenever you join me on my channel, you are one of my treasures. And you are in Area 5T1 because we talk about the 5Ts of my journey in transition and other, uh, you know, uh, hobbies I have. My first T is being transgender. I'm a 54-year-old transgender woman. Also, I talk about triathlon. I like to participate in triathlon, train for it. I talk about teaching. Last night I did a video on my current teaching series, which is on the Mormon Church, how it is a high demand religion. I do have like a 12-part series going on right now. That's what I've made so far. The book I am going through is 47 chapters, and I'm doing each chapter breaking down um, the basic principles of the church. Um, and so basically, it's been a very good series. It does get a lot of views, and in less than 24 hours, it's already had 51, 52 views. So that's been a great series. It's slowly building up. It has helped build our subscriber base. And also, if you do like this channel, please like, subscribe, comment down below. You can always join the Patreon. Patreon, 20% of what is donated goes to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico, and the rest of it just goes to get new equipment for the channel. Right now, we're on basic stuff. I would like to get better camera, better mic, but that's just slowly build it up. Also upgrade the computer. So basically, and then after teaching, I like to talk about trends, different styles of clothing I like to wear today. I'm in a very casual t-shirt. It is a warm day here in Albuquerque. And like I said, I was cooking, and sure enough, got hot in the house, and I was gonna try a different outfit, but I was like, no, I need something simple. Have my fan on towards me, and so I am here, you know, uh, still perspiring a little bit, but and then the last one I'd like to talk about, I did just change it. It used to be tips, but now that goes under teaching. I am in the process of purchasing a new vehicle. It's going to be a truck, a pickup truck. So I'm going to show, I'm actually purchasing something used, and I'm going to show how I would like to, you know, check them out, customize them. This one, I do want something like my first vehicle I ever had, and we'll go from there. Me to be heard or not. One new thing, the channel is growing, and some of the things I've been wanting to do are starting to come into fruition. Yesterday I was talking about, we were talking a little bit about people that come and will join into the channel. They may be, and and, and may say to really criticize my audience or my subscribers, I should say, my treasures. But the big thing here is we talk to each other. We're nice to each other. If there is any type of criticism, it should be constructive. If there are any insults that start and they continue, you will be blocked from the channel. And as of last night, I did have one person so far that stated they would be a moderator. And I did put them on the channel, and when they come on, anytime that they're in the chat box, they will be moderating the channel to make sure we aren't getting any hate or trolling. So this channel is definitely going to be moderated. Also, like I said, we can talk about any of the 5 T's. We can talk about any of the aspects about Mormon Church and any of their new policies or any other policies. Hello and welcome to the channel. You're on with Jules. Whenever you're on here, you are one of my treasures. Sorry for the late start today. I am just going to step away from the camera for a moment. I'm going to go grab a drink to have during the live stream. I'm going to try to stream an entire stream today. So for the stream, a lot of times we get our usual Arnold Palmer. Hey, Grace, how's it going? I stepped away to get a drink. Sounds like I'm getting a little hoarse. So stepped away to get an Arnold Palmer. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, when you are in here, you are one of my treasures. Thank you for taking on the moderator. Last night I just started playing around on here and figured out just who to put on as one. I may ask little Mystic Mama to see if she'll do it too, because I know she likes to hang around in the background. And but you've been placed as the main moderator. Yeah, today I slept in a bit, and then I started cooking dinner. Oh, I'm sure you'll do great. It just matter, the way I figure we can keep it is what I usually do is if someone starts trolling around in here, I try to try to see if they'll leave. If they don't leave and keep being insulting, then I used to block them. So you just, whenever you're in here and doing that, just do that. If they don't, if after a bit they don't be quiet, just, block them. I don't know if you can see it from your end. Now there's a little wrench by your name. That means you're a moderator. And like I said, I may ask Lena also. I know she's on here a lot too. So if, that way we have two people. If one of you isn't on, then the other can be. Cool, cool. I'm really glad you decided to. When I started thinking about it, I really had several people in mind, and that's why I just mentioned it, and then you jumped in. That was awesome. Um, Next thing I'm gonna do November 1st through 11th. I'll be off of work, so Halloween night will be my first day, my first night off, and then the 11 days I don't work. So I'm gonna try to build maybe a merch store um, during that time, so we can start doing merch. Uh, and once we hit 500, I can link the merch store to the YouTube. Things always get off to a slow start, I know, and then, I usually say at 30 minutes. Um, I'm thinking little like a lapel pin like this. I can get it in all like the different like uh, like the different types. These are nice because they're elastic. I know where to get them inexpensive. I don't know if I would try to find a place where I could buy them. People order from them and they ship them, or I just buy, quantities and then um, and go from there. And then some T-shirts and eventually I think I would do like hats. I'm into hats. I like to wear, if I go hiking or whatever, I'll wear a hat. I don't wear visors. Um, so I don't know what other things I would do. Um, I'm gonna start, you know, start simple with t-shirts and maybe hoodies. I think hoodies would be popular. Winter is coming up, so I can get it. Um, and like I said, definitely like these um, lapel pins and the bracelets would be great. Oh, and decals. Um, I can buy like big old lot of decals, like 100 decals, and then I can definitely do those, and eventually maybe get specific jewels, treasures, decals made. Yeah. If anybody has, ideas out there and what they would like to see, I'll take suggestions. You know, I know Lena's been excited since I mentioned it the very first time, and she's been excited for it to come along. So Ryuki showed me some bracelets and made by her, and um, so she mentioned to maybe we could put them on, um, the merch store. Definitely, you know, give the portion, a percentage since you made them. And I know there's another site where you can link it to your merch store that shows like stuff that you've bought, and you can, you know, and you can refer it over on your channel. I don't know how much it helps if you make any portion of that, but I think even recommending merch from other sites would be cool, because people always ask me where I get certain dresses or certain tops and stuff. I think just even referring people to the specific site would be cool. Are you working tonight, Trace? Oh wow. See, me, I get all weekends off. Actually, my weekends are always 3-day weekends. So I'm always off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And like today, earlier, I thought, oh, well, I got to get, my stuff ready for work tomorrow. Since I was off yesterday, and I thought, oh, well, it's time to get my stuff ready for tomorrow. And then, no, it's Saturday. And then if there's a government holiday, it becomes a 4-day weekend. Um, so that's how I was able to manage my 11 days off. What I did is I have my 3-day weekend, then I took my 4 days off that I work, and then I got the 3-day weekend afterwards. That's 10 days. And then the Monday that I was supposed to go back, turns out it's Veterans Day, so it's a federal holiday, so I'm off work. Yeah. So that'll be November 1st through 11th. So that'll be nice because what I'll do November 1st, I'm gonna go get this green like shiny nails done, get them a little long, and have them on for like about 10 days because I want to. I can't have them too long at work because they will be. Yeah, after the stream, like I said, I did another YouTube video last night, and cool, cool. I had started one, but something went wrong as I was starting to go live. The chat box wasn't in there. I'm like, how will I know who's in here if I can't see the chat box? So yeah, usually especially with having at least one person in here, um, it, I'll stay on for a little bit more. Usually, if nobody comes on in half hour and it's blank, then I sign off. But if I have one person, I mean, that's cool. I mean, um, sometimes it's been Alice, other times it's been Lena. I know and we've talked for a couple of hours just this way. Um, I think tomorrow's live stream, I may post it. It's gonna be for the usual Sunday one at 2 p.m. I may do it via um, StreamYard. I don't know yet because I only get a limited amount of hours on StreamYard. I know some people were interested in jumping on the stream. Like Silver Serpent yesterday said that she would be interested in chatting live. I think that would be cool having several people on. I've had Ryuki on StreamYard. The way I learned about StreamYard was I did an interview with someone in the UK. On there, she interviewed me. Well, what StreamYard is, you get a subscription. There is a free subscription uh, um, on there. It just has less benefits of their paid one. For example, if I use it right now, being free, it does allow me to have 10 people on the stream. The only thing is it still has their little StreamYard logo on it. Big deal. Wait for the server on there, and then it won't have the little StreamYard logo, and you can do more with it. I think you can even put like PowerPoint documents in it and show slides. That's why I've. But if you're using the free one, it only allows you so many hours. As if you were subscribed, yes, it does limit how long. Yeah, the first time I did a live stream with someone here, she invited me on, and she's over in the UK. I don't know if you've ever watched Cola Berry. Great friend now. After that StreamYard, she did an interview towards me. Me and her talked for about 2.5 hours. And then we had obviously the people in the chat box. It was fun because it helped me learn how to stream. And StreamYard's really easy because once you set up the channel and you open the stream, if anybody in the chat box says they want to jump in, you can just copy and paste I can just copy paste the web address to them and send them the link, and then they can jump in. And then I can decide to approve them or not. No, I'm not using StreamYard right now. I'm using the YouTube Studio. On mine, I don't know. There might be a little box down at the bottom with my face on it, off to the side, um, and that's a subscribe button. No, no, no. I may set up on it tomorrow. I'm not sure. It's kind of a couple jumping on the stream. But maybe I might set up something like that during my little vacation. I think that would be cool. During the, I think for tomorrow's live stream, I may do um, one of my goth looks again. I think it's been a popular theme with people. They have a little dark energy going. Yeah, that and the thing is, like yesterday, there were a lot of people here. I mean, and 5 or 6 are good, especially if you've got good interactive people, and you know, and they're not trolling around. Um, like I've seen Mama Shar, and the other day I was actually watching her stream and putting comments in there, and she was getting a bunch of hits. In fact, her channel, she got like I don't know how many subscribers in just that amount of time I was on there, like 15, and then like um, I think she said there were like 2,000 views in 1 hour to that stream, but people kept saying really, really horrible stuff. And she has like several moderators, and none of them were in there. But I think, yeah, it'll be cool to see the audience grow, and definitely start um, doing more. I try to do, at least 2 live streams on my weekends since I have the time and I live on my own. So what I do is I get my errands done, buy my groceries, do my laundry, and then usually I'll do my live stream. But I use like 1 outfit a day really for work. Um, and so usually I do laundry every 2 weeks. I'm surprised. Well, it's probably my thing. It was that I had stated it was earlier tomorrow definitely for 2 p.m. My time, and hopefully we'll get more people because that's standard for Sundays, and then and then oh, I know, I gotcha. No, I understand. I didn't take anything. I didn't take anything poorly there. Um, one, I gotta find, like, it's kind of strange with developing the channel. It's like all of a sudden, like, one week you can hit with one video and you'll get like 2,000 views, um, and it'll last a long time because it gives you your which are your top 10. And there was one that stayed at number one for like 2 months on mine, and it has 2,200, like, 20 views. And I don't know what was the magic in that. Um, it just it got a lot of attention. Then I just had another one, and it got 860 views. Um, that one I definitely know why it did. It depends. You got to get the right topics in there. One of the things once um, like, for example, on that one, I was talking about gun safety, and it had 860 people. Now, I was surprised I only had 2 trolls out of those 860, get 4 comments being of the LGBTQ community. Myself, I thought I only got 2 people saying, or giving disrespect. So the reason I'm surprised at that, because I would figure that would go to more conservative people here in the U.S. and um, you know, and that they would really see my flag here, and that they would really troll around in there. But it didn't. I didn't get that many trolls out of that one. I'll get one here and there with um, some comments on my high demand religion videos. I get the ones that say I need to go find Jesus again, but and then I'll get people from other religions trying to see, do you believe in this? Do you believe in that? And you know, but those are minor things. I just block them myself. Yeah. For example, me, since I'm doing my uh, series on high demand religions, uh, mainly leaving the Mormon Church. Um, I'm surprised I haven't gotten more people or Mormon, saying stuff, because they're big critics. I know because I was a member, and they are big critics of the LGBTQ community. They just passed major policies against us. Um, especially towards transgender, uh, family, and so they passed a real bad policy, I should say, and I keep pushing that video that I made about it. I might make a second part to it, and read the actual leader handbook from the church, seeing what it states in the policy, because it'll give like direction to the leaders, local leaders, on what to do to, uh, trans members. So I think that'll be another interesting video to add to that. I'm It looks like we got 2 people in here. Hello and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, whenever you are in here, you are one of my treasures. Oh, it just looks like it's counting us. Oh, okay. See, that's why I ended up streaming later than what I wanted to. I actually cooked a rack of barbecue ribs. They turned out fantastic. I wasn't just going to let them sit there and I could smell them. And I decided to eat beforehand. So I had barbecue ribs, corn on the cob, and some broccoli and cheese. In fact, half the rack of ribs that I made, I put green, like the barbecue sauce on there, and green chilies, just to give it a little spice on one side. And then so I cut some and ate like a mix of barbecue sauce, and then the sweet barbecue sauce with green peppers. It turned out really good. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Feel free to jump into the chat box. We've got Drace in here at the time also. We're just chatting on a Saturday night, seeing what we've done for the day. I was just talking. I decided to. Hey, Lena, how's it going? It's okay. Actually, I'm the one that's late today. I had originally put something on the stream for a 4 o'clock at my time, and then I had to change it to 6. So I like I was telling Trace, I was cooking, and I had to like really watch. I was making barbecue ribs. Hey, Dylan, how's it going? Thank you. So you guys know the channel is growing. We are now at 334 subscribers. On our live streams, in case they start getting too big and people start trolling, Drace is now a moderator. Yeah, it is the weekend. So, Lena, actually, we were bringing this up, and I found the settings for the moderator, I wanted to see, would, since you like to lay low in the background sometimes, if Drace is not on here, would you like to be an alternate moderator? An alternator, that's for a car. That just gives you permission to block people if they start being, trolls. That way I can, I know that you two are very, good at coming on here, and this would, help out. Okay, I will put you on there. So if you look at Dre's name there, there's a wrench on it. All it does is give you permission, and then you would when I like hover over your name here, there's like 3 dots, and you go in there, and it just gives you, if we have people that are really trolling around and start, really getting into this channel, saying some really bad, and that'll be basically it. That's all it is. And I know you leave low in the background sometimes, so it would be really easy. So, I know other things that I know. There's one channel. Yeah. I mean, it's cool because now I can have some of you, interacting and helping me out with certain things while, we get, the channels going. And, for now, I'll just have you two do it. I know, like the one I watch, I don't know if Cult of Consciousness has any, I think she does have her husband doing it. But I know like John Dehlin on Mormon Stories, he has like 2 or 3 different moderators, and like one will like watch the channel while he's doing his story that day, and what'll happen is they will also watch for the super chats and point them out to him. But my screen went down for a little bit. I was like rushing to get your thing back, get this back up. My screen just went blank. I just had to start moving my mouse around quick. Lena, you've never said anything proper in here. No, I understand. It takes a little. It will take a little getting used to. I mean, the first day I started getting a bunch of trolls, I was trying to figure out what to do. Actually, my first time I had that, I actually had to just shut down the live stream and then go and create a new one. I think you were there on that one. Love that purple heart there. Purple's like one of my favorite colors. November, I usually, November's my, I would try to wear a lot of purple. November is Epilepsy Awareness Month, and I know I've done a video on, how to treat people with it, and that is because I do suffer from it. So, that month I'll probably do mainly my purple wig. At the beginning of November, I'll probably be getting my for I'll have 11 days off, so I'll probably get my nails done nicely. Hmm, that's cool. So, right now, October coming up, it's uh, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You're supposed to, a lot of people wear pink, pink ribbons and stuff like that. Um, but November's Epilepsy Awareness Month. So wearing your purple is for um, November. It did take me a while. Sometimes what'll still happen is like the wig cap will be seen through here, but like this one fits really well. And one thing I figured out is one is to comb them. Like see, this one's I like to use a big comb like this with the wider teeth. Um, you can just if they have any now if they have any tangles. One of the things to do is put baby powder in them. I've also used detangler spray that I used to use on my daughter when she was little. And usually, if you go to like to Walmart or something, that detangler spray is like maybe $2 for a bottle, and it's not expensive. You just spray some on there, and it'll detangle like the edges down here. Like this one hardly tangles. My purple one, and then I have a black one with purple and pink. Yeah, the baby powder does work with synthetics. Um, I used to have three real nice human hair wigs I had gotten when I was still just mainly cross dressing. Um, and um, my ex threw them away because I told her I would put them away in a box in the garage so I wouldn't. And she threw them away. It's mainly so you get what I do is I'll put on the wig cap, and I've been a swimmer all my life, so putting on the wig cap is really easy for me because you can just kind of like putting on a swim cap, and then you tuck all your hair in, and then I'll put this on the front and do the same thing and stretch it out in the back so it hugs the back of the base of the skull, and and then I just comb it out, brush it out, or either one, and then I'll do what I would want to as far as like this one. I'll like you can see I'll put it behind my ear on one side and let the bangs kind of droop down on the other. Sometimes I'll try to straighten it out, but it's more curly. It's hard right now because I don't want to catch my hoop earring, and that's another reason I like to do one side back, um, because oh, no big deal, Lena. Actually, I hadn't paid for those, but a friend of mine had bought them for me, and but it was still upsetting, yeah. Because you can buy real human hair wigs online, and here in the U.S. they would be really expensive, but you can buy them from other and shipped from elsewhere. They're not as expensive. Like this, I bought on Amazon. Halloween, and I saw almost bought it. I was gonna do redhead. I'm sorry, I'm looking up because my neighbor's walks around his house and stomps all day and all night. Especially at night, it's the worst because I'm getting to sleep and he's still stomping away. Yeah, and Lena, Drace and I were talking earlier, and definitely beginning of November, looking at for the merch. Yeah, actually, it's done. I started the stream, and when the first time I tried to start it, I came up and I can see myself obviously because I'm watching my webcam, and then but it had no chat box, and so I'm like, am I gonna know what everybody's saying or who's on here? So then I had to end that stream and open a new one, and then here we are, an hour later, you know, talking for like 55 minutes now, which is great. Uh, Drace did share the stream with other people, so hopefully some people start jumping in. If not, it's okay. I know we've had small streams before. Yes, a successful hour later. We've had what, 4 at least at one point. On with Jules. Feel free to jump in the chat box. What's up? Former Yankees playing today? Anybody doing anything else tonight or tomorrow? Yes, yes, they did. Yeah, it seems like it's weird. It's like you guys are in here, then it says you guys aren't. I don't know if it's not picking you guys up or if it's my internet, because I know there's been like internet issues here around my area. See, I'll probably sleep in, get up, and probably do the live. Um, and what's Tessa? Oh, that's cool. I know, like me, the transgender I have gone by. Um, One, either it's not open, or mainly there's people, like a big group of people outside gathered, mainly looking like homeless people that want food because they do have a food pantry there. But if I could find some kind of trans advocacy group, it'd be great. But yeah, 20% of my Patreon earnings or anything that is made on any of my channel goes to Transgender Resource Center. I want them to be able to get a better center. So that'll be like anything, like even when we get the, start doing super chats here, people put, super chats or, stickers, super stickers, 20% of that will be going to the resource center. I will even be transparent. And if people want to see receipts, I will show them. Yeah, I know how that can be with work. One of my neighbors is playing loud music now. Yeah, I don't. Hey, Serena, you're back. Good to see you in here. Did, you went to the gym today, wasn't it? Hey, well, today we're talking the usual. We can talk the five T's. about transition. We can talk about. Yeah, see, I did my grocery shopping. I actually did it Thursday night, but I did it the lazy way. I just ordered it online, had Instacart deliver it. That worked so great. Yes, and I paid my bills too. I paid my rent. My rent isn't due till the first. I did get some, and then I'm putting some money aside for new vehicle. Yeah, and there's always lots of stuff to do on the weekends. I mean, when I clean here, there's not much to clean because it's just me. Today I did cook some barbecue ribs. Uh, Laundry wise, I don't have much laundry. Usually I do it every other week. Yeah, and I loved them. They came out. They really came out really good. I like I said, I love the purple and the navy. Was it? It's like a navy blue. It looks really good. Um, they're better than mine. Like these, I just kind of painted them, and but uh, I'll get my acrylics done November 1st or on Halloween night. I don't know how late the nail salon will be open. No, they look good though. I like them. I did black nails about a month and a half ago. They were just falsies. I put them on and I love them. What are you doing for Halloween as far as costume? I've already got mine all done. I just need some fishnet stockings. Okay. Um, I've got pretty much I got everything put together, and I will be doing the Black Canary from uh, Arrow, actually from the comic book, because the Black Canary in the TV series looks really different than Black Canary in the comic book. I have like a little like leather type bodysuit. I just need fishnet stockings or purple leggings because that's what she wears. Um, I would love to have some knee-high black boots with buckles on them. If not, I'm just going to use my good old black combat boots here. These were my old paramedic boots. These are comfortable though, easy to run in. And then I have, she wears short brown or blonde hair in the comic book, so I can go with that. And mm, probably do red lipstick um, and then I have a mask, and she mainly used the mask in the TV series, and but not as much um, in the comic book. I can go either way, with or without it. Uh, and then what else? Oh, and I have a like a halter top jacket almost that how she wears. I have it in black. I didn't so in my costume. I did show it on there already. I ordered everything and put it together, and it came out. It's come out pretty good. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I saw who I had never seen Sailor Moon, Serena, and I see what you're doing. That looks like an awesome costume. Yep. So that is one of, as I've stated before, it is one of my cosplay ones. So if I ever go to uh, like a Comic Con or anything, I would wear that. You and yeah, I agree with Lena and Grace. Like they said, you got it. All you have to do is put your mind to it, and you can accomplish anything. It took me just a couple of weeks of putting together what I wanted for my Black Canary one, and came together. I think one of the next things I would like to do is one either Green Arrow, or I really want Stormtrooper armor, and I would want Captain Phasma Stormtrooper armor. I did a video on the top 10 cosplay costumes I would want, and I would buy all 10 if I could. And Stormtrooper Captain Phasma armor, I've looked it up. It's somewhere between $700 to $1,200, because it's not an easy thing to make. I would also do Bo-Katan and Sabine Wren from Star Wars. All good female characters in Star Wars universe. Um, Captain Phasma could have been a great one, yet the producers of Star Wars just didn't use her as she could have been used. She would have been a great, great lead character. We could make a movie based on her alone. Just checking the analytics of the channel here on my phone. Um, Definitely getting the views to go up, which is good because then it gets people to come in here, um, and or at least watch some of the other videos uh, on the channel. So it just helps us grow as our little community here that we have, our little family, which I think is fantastic. Uh, I really, really love all of you. You are my treasures. Okay, it was good seeing you here, Serena. Glad you took the time to come in. I love seeing any of my treasures come in here the rest of your evening. See, Lena, you and Drace really have this down. You guys welcome and say goodbye to everybody. You, and I think so. We've had a pretty good stream tonight too. Just like yesterday, it was fantastic. We had several people, come in and out. Um, and everybody brings their 2 cents worth, and pretty much we always have a pretty good group. That's what I love about my channel. I've been lucky to get good subs. And speaking of which, Elena, you know who I haven't heard from in a bit? It's Alice. I know she was in the process of moving, but she'll usually text or send me an email or something. In fact, she's on my Facebook, and I haven't even seen her on there. Yeah, that's the thing, is she might be under some stress. I know they were selling their house and moving to and rent another one in, I think, a different city or town, and then So then they have the stress of moving, selling the house and trying to find a new place and moving, and there's a lot of stuff to it. So I remember when I got my job here, I asked for 6 months to be able to do all that. It took me a year to get out of here. And just all these things just kept coming into play that held me back from Florida. At one point, I had a day, I don't know if it was just anxiety or what. My heart started racing. I had to go to the emergency room. Then I had to do a couple of follow up appointments with a cardiologist. Uh, and, you know, then, so I was just placed on medication. She said I could take it if I want to. But I have taken it. Just I'm like, if the cardiologist recommended me to take this, I think I should. And then my ex kept, trying to get me to extend the stay over there, but I can only extend it so long. I had like asked for um, several times to the extent for them to extend it for me, and the the federal government will only say yes so many times. Today, I was looking at vehicles on like the Facebook ads, and right now here in New Mexico, here in Albuquerque, they actually the Netflix studios are located here, so they're asking for a casting call for extras on uh, Stranger Things. If any of you watch Stranger Things, I had gotten through the phone watching because um, um, we got rid of the Netflix. Right now, I only have Disney Plus, which comes with Hulu, and I just today finished watching Scrubs all the way through, which I could probably sit down and start it all over again and watch it again. Um, and then while I was getting ready to start the stream, I was watching the Mighty Ducks. Uh, I love the Mighty Ducks movies. Having been a coach in swimming, it always reminded me of my swim team. And all the little methods like the coach uses to teach his athletes. That was he was played by Emilio Estevez, which is probably the what I find the better actor of that family. Everybody's getting quiet on me. I know I've been too. Trying to rest my voice. I don't know. It's starting to get a little hoarse. Oh, now, Lena, let me tell you, that is when it comes to all the time that I've worked in the medical field, that is the most true and realistic way how we are in the hospital. There's no other way to explain it. You can watch Grey's Anatomy, you can watch old ER, you can watch, you know, House or whatever, but that's cool, Lena. No big deal. But Scrubs is the most accurate depiction of us that there is. I always tell people it is just just how we act. We play around a lot. We joke around. You may have a good friend that works in there, or you develop a friendship in there, and you'll always have the romances. Yeah, most medical shows, what they try to do is a lot of drama, and then they try to, what they do is, and I feel what they try to do is show these like severe cases and like people are dying on you all the time. And you have to be like, you know, just like doing CPR all the time. It depicts the stuff like, and that's not reality. Like I worked the emergency room for 13 years. I can say I probably did do CPR over, you know, for 13 years. I've probably done it over 2,000 times, but um, I can say that 90% of the things you treat in an emergency room is belly aches. And Scrubs, one of the things that Scrubs showed um, was the reality portion of it, because they showed patients that would come back frequently and were seeking drugs, or they showed people that would just come in and were regular people and they were, you know, had, other things wrong with them, and they were realistic in certain ways, but yet they showed the nurses and the doctors in a funny fashion, which is really how we act. Yeah, MASH was good. Yeah, I don't know how combat medicine was in Korea, which is where they were at that time. Um, combat medicine is a whole different story. I have a lot of friends that were combat medics, um, and some very specialized ones, and and yeah, when it comes to combat medicine, a paramedic or nurse in the front lines, they're basically the doctor. So they can do a lot of what the doctor can do. Once they get out of the military, they can basically do anything like an ER doc can do. It's amazing what they learn. Many military medics will know how to put chest tubes in. They'll know how to do um, chest decompressions, lung decompressions. They'll know how to do a lot. Um, Now, one of the, I don't know, I'm gonna age myself here. I know I always give my age at the beginning of my videos, but to really age myself, if anybody here really wants to watch true, the origins of being a paramedic, you have to go back to the 70s and watch a series called Emergency One, and the paramedics they were on a squad unit, which is um, yes, they have to be very versatile. Um, in Emergency One, and back in the 70s, their squad was number 51. I tell you, I grew up watching it, and I tell you, 51 has always been there. Medics have to be very caused while they're um, in a combat zone, or just even if they're not in a combat zone. I had a friend, and he was a pararescue jumper in the Air Force, a very elite uh, personnel. And okay, the name of the series, the ones I recommend. This is an old one. And sometimes they'll add, and it's actually based on a true story. This is where the origins of, it starts off by showing the origins of truly making the job of paramedics, what they were, how it was created, and all that. Um, that shows when they passed the legislation and everything and created the job. Um, and in the very first two-part, uh, so the two-part, uh, two, I could say, parts of the series um, show 2 episodes. It's a two-part episode. It definitely shows how they passed the legislation, how controversial it was. A lot of doctors were questioning putting firefighters as doctors on the road. Yeah, and then combat medics, like I said, they're very versatile. I have a friend who was a PJ, a pararescue jumper for the Air Force. Very elite group of people um, throughout. In fact, people always think of the Navy SEALs are elite. The PJs are a little more. Um, he, this guy knew his stuff. So people would come into the emergency room, and one of the things he could recognize right away was just about anything that had to do with the skin. So he would look at, like maybe some kind of irritation on someone's skin, and he would pull out a book and thought, yeah, that's what I saw. He's all, I saw it in such and such deployment that I went to. He knew things to do with or get a little fancy here, the integumentary system. That's actually your skin. Um, so who do we still have on here? I know it's you, Drace, Lena, myself. Lena's probably like cut off a little bit again. It's not showing her, so I know she has trouble with her Wi-Fi sometimes. I forgot what channel I found Emergency One on which streaming service. I don't know if it was Netflix or. Okay, I see you there. I was just checking what participants were in there, and cool. Um, so we'll go to the top. Well, I'm saying the top of the hour. To the 2 hour mark. I think that'll be cool. And then look what I've got. I've got mine. I've got my Arnold Palmer. Tracy, you know what an Arnold Palmer is? It's basically a drink. It's half iced tea, half lemonade. Yes, it was released in 1972. I used to watch it when I was like a kid. I was born in 1970, so I don't think I was really watching it in 72, but I remember when I was 5 watching like probably the reruns of it. It's right here, it's a drink. It's half iced tea, half lemonade. I like it because it's like when you get iced tea, you like to put lemon in it, so it's the perfect mix. The first time I ever heard it, I thought it was mixed drink, like alcoholic drink. Yeah, I think one of my teachers when I was in medic school, he showed a documentary that he filmed, and basically they show how that in his documentary they showed how that series started the actual paramedic system in the United States, which then caught on throughout the world. Nowadays, I know they're trying, like, what was it I saw here? And I had seen a series before. I know many countries are trying to develop it, many states, where they'll have, like, of course, they'll have their ambulances out and about. And they might send the medics to a call, to pick someone up. But if there's certain things going on, there'll be doctors at the hospital, and they'll have their emergency vehicles that are for the dogs that'll go meet the medics at the call, and depending on the type of call, and try to do even more advanced care than what we were able to do. So to give a better outcome to the patient, and I recently saw an emergency medical vehicle here. It said emergency doctor, and I found that interesting. I've never really seen that happening. I know the UK was really piloting that, but the UK has had a lot of advances in what they do. I know, like, designs of ambulances over there have really inspired what's starting to happen here with, like, paint jobs and stuff like that. I did a big research paper on all this. It was like 110-page paper, and for when I got my bachelor's degree in public safety administration, and yeah, I did it on the design of ambulances. And all, like, Mercedes developed like one of the safest ambulances that there is on the market. You got a birthday coming up in January then, huh, Trace? About 3 months away. Well, Mercedes, and they're the reason is that they're safe because before, when you just think of that cube that's in the back, or when there used to be like an old Ford one, they would cut the roof off and just make it taller. They really would ruin the structural integrity of the van. And then that box that they made for the ones that just have that cube box on the back, it's like four caps on the ends, and it's made out of sheet metal. And that thing, if it takes a hit, boom, it like falls apart. Mercedes, what they did was made an ambulance that it's basically built like a wall to your house. In other words, it has a like framing, like studs in there, and then there's sheet metal on the outside, sheet metal on the inside, and so it's a solid vehicle that can take a hit because trust me, more than enough ambulances will take them because people don't listen for them or won't pull over for them. Then markings have a lot to do. Nowadays, you may notice on the back of ambulance little chevrons like this in bright orange and yellow or in other colors, but that's mainly developed to see a breakup pattern, so it's visible. I'm getting geeky on ambulances here, I'm sorry, but it was just a big, like I said, it was my term paper or my capstone for my bachelor's, so um, my teacher actually told me it could be a master's thesis if I changed one of the options. I'm changing it. He said that it could be a master's thesis if I did more research on ambulance lighting. So he said that, you know, like police cars nowadays, they're lit up like Christmas trees. He says, why aren't ambulances? He says you should have thrown that as one of your alternative ideas, safer ones. Uh, and I think if I go for a master's, maybe I'll do that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Feel free to jump into the chat box. Remember, when you are in here, you are one of my treasures. You're in here with Jules, Grace, Lena. We were just actually talking just um, different topics, really. People jump on, people jump off, but it's helping the view count. So it shows like at least we've had like over around 20 to 30 people come in here and then jump out. And that's what it shows like, or people going by the stream or in the channel in the past hour or so. That's what happens with live streams. People will like click in, see what's being talked about. They click out, and then it but then it just still counts as a view. Which then, what that happens is kind of proliferates the algorithm because then it goes to their people yeah, there are people all come on, all of a sudden people like jump in and jump out, jump in, jump out, and I continue. And every time I always introduce myself and say, you are my treasures, and then I'll jump out. But really, it helps the algorithm because then when it shows on, it may turn around and show on their channel. Um, it just helps us grow. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. You're on with Jules. I can't see you being in a bad mood, Elena. As you guys can see, I've been in a pink mood this weekend. What was it? I had a pink. Also wore pink yesterday. I said I was gonna do a different pink blouse today, but I just chose this T-shirt. Made it simple. Actually, I like how this one's fitting. It looks like I'm actually starting to lose some weight now. I'm starting, like I was saying in one of my previous videos, I'm eating smaller portions. At my next doctor's appointment, I may ask to go like on Wegovy, which is like it's considered what they call a GLP-1. It's similar to, what am I thinking? Diabetic Ozempic. It's similar to Ozempic, but you don't have to have diabetes for it. Ozempic, to get it, you have to have diabetes, but it really, really helps to lose weight with. Wegovy is a similar medication in the same class, but you do not have to have diabetes to get it. In fact, when Ozempic came out, there came a big shortage because a lot of people started getting it for weight loss. And in fact, even in Hollywood, it was big. People, in Hollywood were asking it for weight loss. And I mean, it works. I'll actually witnessed it firsthand, and it was kind of funny because I didn't notice it, but I think I think my ex had been diagnosed with diabetes, so she started using Ozempic, and I had noticed that she would check her blood sugars here and there, but I knew she liked to check them randomly because her A1C was going up, and then so then they put her on medication. They put her on Ozempic, and she had been. I remember I saw the syringe on the counter, and I was like wondering, and I told her, I said, "Why didn't you tell me you were diabetic? Because I should know in case something happens. I know we're separated, but we're not living together. I mean, we're still living together. This was over a year ago that this happened, and then I remember one day going to the mechanic, and we were going to drop the car off, and he turned around and looked at her, and he's all, "Oh wow, you've lost weight." And she was like, she had lost like a lot of weight. Like she was thin. I kind of realized it. Yes, it is. Their life is dependent on it. I mean, she lost a lot of weight. I couldn't believe it. It was like when I had met her, she was thin. Then she got heavy because I know she liked to snack a lot. Then when she got on Ozempic, I think it was because she was diabetic, and would snack, and she gained weight, and then she got on Ozempic, and boy, did she lose a lot of weight. I mean, over 100 pounds probably, and um, it was amazing because when my friend told her, I was like, look, because our mechanic was a friend of mine, and we show up, you've lost some weight, haven't you? And I look over, I'm like, oh, she has. But I think it was subtle weight loss slowly, and I never noticed because it was just happening slowly. Well, you know, since we were still living together, and, uh, but Wegovy is pretty much the same as Ozempic, and then I think there's other medications in the same class. They're called GLP-1s. The You don't have to have diabetes for. And like you said, it is important that diabetics get the ones that treat what they have. Um, Type 2 diabetes is a whole different story because um, type 1, they just have to replace insulin. And nowadays it's nice for them with insulin pumps and also having the new Freestyle Libre monitors for people. Um, it really helps out. Because I have a friend, she's a type 1, and she has the little Freestyle Libre, and then like her phone will start texting her or alarming that her blood sugar may be going down or up, and then so she can dose herself on insulin. Those are nice little monitors for your blood sugar. Well, it looks like we're coming up here on 2 hours. We're at 1 hour and 52 minutes, almost 53 minutes. Um, so what we are going to do from here is we're going to start winding down. Like I said, we do a 2 hour stream. First of all, tomorrow we will do a stream on our usual Sunday at 2 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, which is 1 on the West Coast in California, and stuff. 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. on the East Coast. I'll make sure I get up in time. I won't stay up too late tonight. And basically, we'll just do our usual casual conversation as we usually have. If there's any specific topics you'd like to bring up, that would be cool. I want to thank everybody that has joined us in here today. It's always a fantastic time to talk. As always, when I finish my videos, I do like to say, make sure if you are on hormone replacement therapy, please do not take medications that were prescribed to someone else. It's always best to be monitored by a medical professional. I do always suggest that you go to a gender therapist before going to get your HRT. It's a really good thing, especially if your insurance is covering it. They may require it, but also it helps you kind of relax and HRT. You too, Lena. Great to have you in here. As always, good night, Trace. Thank you for being in here. Thank you for moderating. And I do want to say that, these, hormones can cause you to feel different, even emotionally. So it's good to see a gender therapist at first. Also, And then also, sounds cool, Trace. Um, and they can monitor your blood levels and give you the best that's for for you. Also, um, please, if you ever feel like you need to talk to someone, feel like you're in a crisis, remember to dial 988. Yes, this card does have the state of New Mexico on it, but this is a nationwide initiative here in the United States. You can call someone if you're feeling down, depressed, or hopeless, feeling sad, confused, or angry, um, worried about the safety of yourself or someone else. Veterans can call this if they're feeling like they need to talk to someone that they, you know, and then they'll, that's a specific line for veterans. If you're worried about drug or alcohol abuse, you can call here. Um, and if you would just like to talk to someone, this is a great initiative that was started about a year and a half ago here in the U.S. So feel free to use it. It is nationwide, and there's always someone to talk to there. I just like to give that information to all my treasures so everybody is aware and can seek any help that they may need. So tonight, like I said, we had a great night in here. Um, I, I really, really enjoyed myself. Remember, you are on with Jules. Whenever you are here, you are one of my treasures. Have a great night, and thank you for joining us here. Good night.